types of matrices I have started, I think. Um, Square matrices, diagonal up to zero matrices, or sum and difference of matrices are also done. Okay, so thus we will continue today's class from algebra of matrices. Okay, so this part will begin from the addition and subtraction of two matrices. So addition and subtraction of two matrices, when it will occur, when suppose two matrices capital A and B are suppose of the same order. Means suppose in a matrix capital A, if the matrix contains m rows and n columns, and other matrix suppose capital B that will contain again m rows and columns, and capital C is a matrix which is formed by adding A and B, and that matrix have the order also m by n. मतलब कब हम लोग दो मैट्रिक्स ऐड कर सकेंगे? The necessary condition is that the matrices are of the same order. और उसके बाद जो ऐड करके हम लोगों को मिलेगा that will also what is of the same order. So first we have to discuss about the theory based things. Okay, later on we will discuss few problems regarding the algebra of matrices and other things also. Fine. So similarly, subtraction is also occurring between two matrices A minus B, which will be equal to capital C, which is again a matrix. Same process, A and B will have the same order for subtraction to get the matrix C, which is of the same order m by n. So that is the necessary rule for adding and subtracting two matrices. So these are some basic properties of addition. You have to remember that because in some problems you are asked to what solve the properties. So if two matrices are A plus B equal to B plus A, then the matrices is said to be what? Commutative. Then A plus within bracket B plus C. Second property is known as the associative law. Third one, that is if you add a matrix with the zero matrix, that zero is nothing but the identity here, you will get the same matrix. Similarly, if you add the inverse of a matrix, that is minus A plus with the matrix, you will get a zero matrix. Okay, so these are the properties. Now, like addition and subtraction, we will discuss another type of algebra for matrices, that is what? Product of a matrix with a scalar. So there are two parts actually, when two or more matrices to be multiplied and when a matrix is simply multiplied by a scalar. So matrix multiplication, the second part we will discuss later on with problems, because that will create lots of confusions, and lots of basic things are required for that. So that's why for today we will discuss about the product of matrix with a scalar, that is when a scalar is multiplied with a matrix. That is the main thing. So if you suppose simply take a matrix capital A of order m by n, and suppose k be any scalar, small k, then Ka, that is the scalar multiplication k with the matrix capital A, which is written as k within bracket Aij m by n, and the last thing, k is multiplied with Aij. Order should be m by n. So what is the meaning of that? Suppose simply a matrix you consider of suppose 2 by 2 order matrix. Suppose A2 2 0 0 1, and if you are going to multiply a scalar, suppose 4, with the matrix capital A, then what is the process? Simply you have to multiply the scalar, that is 4, to each and every element of the matrix. That is the main thing. That is the product of a matrix with a scalar. Understood? मतलब स्केलर जो होगा वो मैट्रिक्स के सभी एलिमेंट के साथ मल्टीप्लाई करना होगा, तभी तुम लोगों का मतलब what the product of a matrix with a scalar you will call. Fine. So next thing, these are the theory things. I already told you that later on we will discuss problems based on the algebra of matrices. Okay. So next we will come to some properties again for addition and multiplication of a matrix by scalar. See, these are the simple properties. That is, when a number one property is what? When a scalar is multiplied to the addition of the matrices, then the scalar is multiplied to both the matrix A and B with the addition symbol. Similarly, K plus capital I, that is the identity matrix. These are the simple properties 3, 4, and 5. Okay, the next thing, that is the main important part of matrix, that is matrix multiplication. And for that, I will need one general class. I think that I will discuss with you in the college day after tomorrow. I think. When I will have the next class on Wednesday, na? Hello.
Yes, sir.
When I will have the next class?
Yes, sir.
Day after tomorrow, na? So day after tomorrow, I will discuss this part, that is for matrix multiplication. Okay. For today, we will just discuss about the addition, subtraction, and scalar multiplication. It's a very important part of matrix. Okay. Then we come to the other types of matrices, identity matrix, or simply you can say a unit matrix. So what do you mean by identity matrix? For identity matrix, the matrix first, you have to choose, that should be a diagonal matrix first. So diagonal matrix I discussed already with you. What is the diagonal matrix? It's a type of square matrix where all the rows and columns are equal, and except the diagonal elements, all the other diagonal elements are 0. Those are nothing but the diagonal matrices. No? That thing already I have discussed. So in identity matrix, what will happen? You have to consider a diagonal matrix first. That is, all the non-diagonal elements are 0. It's a square matrix definitely, and diagonal elements को छोड़ के बाकी सब 0 होगा. So एक diagonal matrix को हम लोग कब identity matrix बोलेंगे? A diagonal matrix, all elements of principal diagonal are 1, is called a identity matrix, and is denoted by capital I or simply capital IN. मतलब diagonal matrix identity कब होगा? जब जो diagonal elements होगा, those are always 1. Okay, other than 1, it will not be considered. Okay, so what is the condition for that? For identity matrix, पहले तो वो matrix square होना होगा. उसके बाद the second condition is that should be a diagonal one always. मतलब non diagonal सब 0 होना होगा और diagonal elements रखना होगा. And for identity, those diagonal elements should be 1 always. That is the main thing. ओके, यहाँ में स्केलर मैट्रिक्स का डेफिनेशन अच्छी तरह नहीं दिया हुआ है. So all of you hearing me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Write down the definition of scalar matrix.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So just in a rough sheet, you just write what is the definition of scalar matrix. Okay.
Okay.
Write down. A diagonal matrix, just write down, a diagonal matrix is said to be a scalar matrix. A diagonal matrix is said to be a scalar matrix if all the diagonal elements are same. Have you got my point? So I just repeat the definition again. A diagonal matrix is said to be a scalar matrix if all the diagonal elements are same. Okay. लिख लिया?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
what is a
Sir,
scalar?
please pardon.
Huh?
Sir, please
Pardon, sir.
again.
Okay, I just repeat one more time. Scalar matrix का definition लिखो. A diagonal matrix is said to be a scalar matrix. A diagonal matrix is said to be a scalar matrix if all the diagonal elements are same. S-A-M-E. If all the diagonal elements are same. Okay? Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
मतलब क्या है?
Yes, sir.
देखो, स्केलर मैट्रिक्स के लिए भी we will start from diagonal matrix. मतलब diagonal matrix से start करना है, मतलब that matrix should be always square first thing. उसके बाद नॉन डायगोनल सब जीरो होना होगा. एंड इन स्केलर जो जो तुम लोग का डायगोनल एलिमेंट होगा those should be always same. जैसे कि सपोज 2 हो गया तो सारा डायगोनल एलिमेंट 2 होना होगा. सपोज 3 हो गया एक डायगोनल एलिमेंट तो सारा डायगोनल एलिमेंट 3 होना होगा. That is the thing. Okay. Is it all right?
All right, sir.
So यहाँ में तुम लोग का एक क्वेश्चन बनता है and that question is important regarding your sessional. अभी तक हम लोगों ने मैट्रिक्स का जो टाइप डिस्कस किया उसमें से तो पहले था रो मैट्रिक्स, कॉलम मैट्रिक्स, स्क्वायर मैट्रिक्स, डायगोनल मैट्रिक्स, आइडेंटिटी मैट्रिक्स, स्केलर मैट्रिक्स. दिस 6 पार्ट्स. ओके, उसमें से जो बाद का जो 4 है, जीरो मैट्रिक्स ऑलरेडी वी हैव डिस्कस अगेन. तो बाद का जो 4 है दैट इज स्क्वायर मैट्रिक्स, डायगोनल मैट्रिक्स, स्केलर मैट्रिक्स एंड आइडेंटिटी मैट्रिक्स. इसके ऊपर बेस्ड होके एक क्वेश्चन बनेगा. ओके, सो जस्ट राइट डाउन दैट क्वेश्चन. वो क्वेश्चन लिखो. क्वेश्चन जस्ट राइट डाउन दैट क्वेश्चन. लिखो डिस्टिंग्विश बिटवीन Are you getting my point? Distinguish between square matrix, comma, diagonal matrix, comma, scalar matrix, and identity matrix. Okay? Just repeating the question. Distinguish between square matrix, comma, diagonal matrix, comma, scalar matrix, comma, and identity matrix. Distinguish मतलब क्या है? मतलब डिफरेंस निकालना है चारों के बीच. Okay, so try to solve this question, and if you are not able to solve that, I will solve the question in the next class. I have given the definitions of all these 4 types. Just go through the definition, and definition को मतलब लेके तुम लोगों को ये solution निकालना है. Distinguish लिखना है. मतलब क्या difference है इन सब में, कोई में क्या difference है और कोई में क्या similarity है, वो आंसर में लिखना है. And if you can, then submit in the WhatsApp group. Will you get my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
next
sir.
we will move to the another important type, that is transpose of a matrix. Okay, it's a very important type again. So what will happen in transpose of a matrix? Suppose if all the rows of a matrix capital A m by n are converted into corresponding column, the matrix so obtained is called the transpose of a matrix capital A. It is denoted by capital A to the power t or at, a dash. इसका मतलब क्या है? मतलब what is the meaning of this definition? Just go through it. Will you getting the point? Will you getting the definition?
Yes, sir.
मतलब क्या होगा? सपोज एक मैट्रिक्स हम लोगों ने ले लिया, जैसे कि एक मैं मैट्रिक्स दिखाता हूं तुम लोगों को, रुको. Just take a simple example of matrix. Yeah, this one. Okay, this one. See, will you see this? 11 number point triangular matrices का अपर ट्राइंगुलर मैट्रिक्स का एग्जांपल जो दिया हुआ है वो देख रहे हो कि नहीं?
Yes, sir.
Have you seen the examples?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
See,
Yes, sir.
suppose एक मैट्रिक्स पहला वाला एग्जांपल हम लोगों ने लिया है. Suppose a matrix capital A which is equal to क्या होगा? A B 0 C. So इसमें तुम लोग को बताना है फर्स्ट रो में क्या क्या एलिमेंट है. What are the elements in the first row? A B, no? And what are the elements of the second row?
0 C.
0 C.
0 C.
Okay. So my point is, if you are going to find the transpose of this particular matrix, so suppose इस मैट्रिक्स को हम लोगों ने कैपिटल A डिनोट कर दिया, इसका ट्रांसपोज को हम लोग क्या डिनोट करेंगे? A to the power कैपिटल T, which is equals to ट्रांसपोज में क्या होगा? जो हम लोगों का मैट्रिक्स है, जो रो मैट्रिक्स में है, वो कॉलम मैट्रिक्स बन जाएगा. और इफ यू गो थ्रू द ऑपोजिट वे, जो कॉलम में है वो रो में बन जाएगा. सो यहाँ में a to the power t इक्वल टू क्या होगा? देखो, फर्स्ट रो इज व्हाट? ए बी. सो इन a to the power t you have to write a b as the फर्स्ट कॉलम. ठीक है? सो a b नीचे लिख दो. उसके बाद देखो 0c is the second row in A, but in AT 0c is the second column in A. So finally क्या हो जाएगा? फर्स्ट कॉलम में हो जाएगा A B, सेकेंड कॉलम में हो जाएगा 0c. That is the thing. It's very simple. मतलब एक मैट्रिक्स का जो जो रो एंड कॉलम है वो ट्रांसपोज में क्या हो जाएगा? रिवर्स हो जाएगा. जितना नंबर ऑफ रो होगा वो उतना नंबर ऑफ कॉलम हो जाएगा, जितना कॉलम है वो उतना नंबर ऑफ रो हो जाएगा. दैट इज रिवर्स्ड. ओके, विल यू गेटिंग द पॉइंट? सिंपल थिंग, ट्रांसपोज.
Yes, sir.
That is, all the rows and columns are interchanged. That is the meaning. So what are the properties of a transpose of a matrix? See, if you take the transpose of the matrix, you will get the matrix capital A. मतलब एक मैट्रिक्स सपोज कैपिटल A दिया हुआ है, उसका ट्रांसपोज निकालेंगे, and for that transpose of the matrix, again suppose if you find the transpose of the particular matrix, you will have the original matrix capital A. The second property is what? दो मैट्रिक्स का एडिशन का जो ट्रांसपोज होगा वो इक्वल टू क्या होगा? A to the power T plus B to the power T. Then the third property is what? If a matrix is multiplied by a scalar and you are going to take the transpose of that particular matrix, so scalar बाहर आ जाएगा और वो मैट्रिक्स का ट्रांसपोज लेने से हो जाएगा. And the last property is very much important. ये हम लोगों का अभी नहीं चाहिए because matrix multiplication is not done yet. So what is in this property? If you take the multiplication of two matrices and take the transpose of that matrices, you will get b to the power t into a to the power t. 4 नंबर पॉइंट हम लोग को अभी तक नहीं मतलब मिला है. ओके Okay, the next one. What is the next one? Symmetric matrices. So symmetric matrix कब होगा? For a square matrix capital A, if a to the power t equal to capital A, then A is called the symmetric matrix. Are you getting the point? When a matrix is said to be symmetric, कब होगा? हाँ?
When the transpose of matrix is equal to
तब उस मैट्रिक्स का ट्रांसपोज जब निकालोगे उसका वैल्यू ओरिजिनल गिवन मैट्रिक्स के साथ सेम होगा, तभी मतलब वो मैट्रिक्स हम लोग सिमेट्रिक बोलेंगे. ओके, तो जो अभी जो हम लोगों ने एग्जांपल लिया था, क्या वो मैट्रिक्स सिमेट्रिक है या नहीं? दिस वन ए बी 0C, सपोज इसको हम लोगों ने कैपिटल ए ले लिया, तो कैपिटल ए इक्वल्स टू स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट ए बी 0C. So my question is whether capital A is a symmetric matrix or not.
No, sir.
Why no? Because if you find the transpose of this matrix, transpose क्या होता है? मतलब रो एंड कॉलम चेंज हो जाएगा. सो ए बी आ जाएगा फर्स्ट कॉलम में और 0C आ जाएगा सेकेंड कॉलम. सो यू कैन सी दैट a to the power t is not equal to capital A. इक्वल होने से ही तुम लोगों को मतलब सिमेट्रिक बोला जाएगा. ठीक है? सो गिव मी एन एग्जांपल ऑफ अ सिमेट्रिक मैट्रिक्स. दे पाओगे? कैन यू गिव मी एन एग्जांपल ऑफ अ सिमेट्रिक मैट्रिक्स?
Sir, if the matrix is of 2 by 2, like 1 0 0 1.
Yeah, 1 0 0 1.
Yes.
That is the
2 by
unit
2
matrix, ना? 1 0 फर्स्ट रो में 1 0, सेकेंड रो में 0 1 रहेगा. तो वो अगर तुम लोग देखो 1 0 ट्रांसपोज लेने से 1 0 नीचे आएगा, 0 1 ट्रांसपोज लेने से 0 1 उधर ही रहेगा. तो मतलब after changing the rows and columns we will get the same matrix. So in that particular matrix 1 0 0 1, A to the power t equal to capital. Okay, that is a symmetric matrix. Then the next one is what? Skew symmetric matrix. इसका भी कंडीशन सेम ही है, खाली थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस क्या है? A to the power t equal to minus A होना होगा. ओके, मतलब एक मैट्रिक्स कैपिटल A इक्वल सम वैल्यू है, उसका A to the power t निकालने से माइनस A का वैल्यू मतलब इक्वल होगा. सो वो हो गया स्क्यू सिमेट्रिक मैट्रिक्स. एग्जांपल हम लोग करेंगे बहुत. सो 10 हम लोग का 10 प्रॉपर्टीज व्हाट टाइप्स ऑफ मैट्रिसेस इज डन. नेक्स्ट डे वी विल डू द matrix multiplication part, and for that you just keep ready your notebooks because that is very much essential in that particular class. And I will do that class from college, from Assam Downtown University, such that I can just reimburse the materials over there. Okay, so today we will stop it here. Next day we will start the other types of matrices with the matrix multiplication option. Fine? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so before next class, just try to give the solution of my question. Distinguish between square, diagonal, scalar, and identity matrices. Okay. So with this, I just stop my slide.